Good afternoon. This is Etatem with Transworld Business Advisors in Spartanburg, South Carolina. It is a beautiful day out. It is warm in my car. Not quite as warm outside, but that's okay. Thankful for the heat. And I had a discussion today with a gentleman who is thinking about a couple different options with his business. He's thinking about either potentially selling the business down the road or maybe potentially expanding the business through franchising. And I wanted to mention that franchise development is one of the services that we offer at Transworld. We want to offer multiple options for business owners and business buyers when it comes to growing, scaling, selling your business. And franchise development is a great option. But let me talk a little bit about what that means. So, franchise development is basically taking a good and successful business concept that you as a business owner already have. It is taking that concept and it is building it into a franchisable model by working with you to develop the necessary documents, systems, manuals, procedures, and some of the other specific franchise-specific details that put you in a position to sell franchise units. What does that mean? So, what that means is you go from someone who's a business owner running a business that sells XYZ product or service. Let's throw out an example. You're a landscaping company. Your job as a landscaping business owner is to find clients who want landscaping services. And you are going to do that a number of different ways. You're going to prospect a number of different ways. You might do billboards, you might do cold calling, you might do networking, all kinds of stuff like that. But your primary job is to sell landscaping services. When you become a franchisor, the owner of a franchise company, you are now selling territories where a person can come in and do the type of landscaping work that you do in a given territory with your name, your system, your marketing skills, and your marketing tools. And they are able to benefit from your system. And they pay you to be able to do so. Your job now is no longer really to offer really good landscaping services as your main focus. Your job is now to offer excellent franchise services and support to your franchisee or franchisees. That's your job. You are no longer selling landscaping services. You are now selling franchise units to other people who are going to be selling franchise services, landscaping services in their territory. So just say the territory's Columbia or Charleston or Myrtle Beach. Those are 3 different territories, and you as the franchisor are going to support those franchisees. That's what you're doing. Now, in order to do that the right way, you have to have some specific documentation put together and a specific plan and royalty structure and franchise fee and franchise agreements and manuals and a marketing plan, all that put together. And you may not know how to do that. And that's okay, because we do. And we want to help you. Now, we have a whole team of subject matter experts that does nothing but this. Turning regular businesses, turning successful businesses that have already worked toward a plan, a system for their business to make it where a person could buy a unit, step in, and run it starting from day one. We have a team of experts that all they do is take businesses like yours and turn them into franchises. So that is franchise development. And it's important for you to know that that's an option for you to grow your business. It's also important to know that in almost every industry that franchises enter, the franchise industry dominates that sector. It is a very large market share of most industry sectors. And that's because when you have a franchise company that you're running as a franchisor, as the company gets larger, your resources grow and your ability to purchase the supplies that you need increases. And your profit margins also increase, which is a benefit to everyone. Not to mention, when you're a franchisor and you have the franchisees, I mentioned before that they pay you to be able to use your name, to be able to use the reputation of the brand you've built, but also to be able to have the support they need to run their business successfully, and the marketing collateral put together by the franchisor or the corporate headquarters, you, to be able to support them in their marketing efforts. They not only pay you a franchise fee up front in order to buy the right to do so, and they likely pay for a package of items there. Could be some whatever level of equipment for, a landscaping company. It could be a truck with a logo on it. It could be a trailer. It could be, lawn care equipment, all that kind of stuff. Branded from a supplier that you have an agreement with as well. But that franchisee pays you monthly royalties. Pays you typically a percentage of the total revenue for that month, and there's likely a minimum royalty there as well. But they pay you a certain amount each month to continue having your support. And that franchise agreement that you have with them is typically a defined period of time. And some of them are 10 years, some are 20, some are 30, 35. Depends on what you choose to do as a franchisor. So there's a way for you to grow your business without having to own all the parts and be responsible for them all. You don't have to hire all the employees. The franchisee is going to hire their own. You don't have to be in charge of all the different lease agreements for all the locations. The franchisee is responsible for that themselves. You're there to support them in the operation. You're there to support their system. You're there to supply their needs. I'll give you an example. There might be a CRM that the brand chooses to use, a customer resource manager. I think that's what CRM stands for. Basically, where you keep your customers' information, their contact info, their record of the sales that they have, how much money they've paid or whatever, all that kind of stuff. A lot of times the brand will have that for you. There's marketing materials that the brand develops. There's websites that the brand puts together. So as a franchisee a franchisee doesn't have to do all that themselves, which is good. That's what they're paying for each month. And so a franchise, building a franchise is a great option. And there's a lot of benefit to that. Typically what ends up happening is somebody builds a franchise company, and after 1 or 2 units are sold, a lot of times the investment to develop the company into a franchise is paid back very quickly. And so it's worth exploring if you're looking to grow your company and you're not sure how. Franchise development is a great option. My name again is Eli Tatum. My phone number 864-527-5995. This is my email address, etatem@tworld.com. That's etatem@tworld.com. And I'm hoping that's helpful information. Have a great day. See you next time.